Championship on the stage. A lot to play for here, I think, between Waterford and Dublin.
And on the board, which is not being streamed, there's actually a familiar face on that board, and that is Waterford's Dean Finn.
International.
Yeah, and he's up against, and his opponent is no mug either, that's Dublin's Andy Davenport.
Yeah, looks to be a cracking game over on that board at the moment.
Go and take some him though, yeah?
Yeah. Lots of detailed professional on the ladies.
They all want to be Jack Higgins.
He's all wish, lads, but thankfully for everyone, there's only one of me.
3 more, yeah?
No, that's it.
That's it.
Dean Finn now on 150 after 12 darts. 1, 2, 1, 30, 100 and 100. I suppose if we could bank on any man to take out a ton plus finish, it is Dean.
60.
I mean, you see those lads, the likes of Dean. Look at that. He has a 1-2-1 followed by a 30. Still ends up on a finish after 12.
100%.
No.
No, they just are able to just pull the gears into motion when they need to hit those big scores to lead themselves those big type of.
And now we're underway on the streaming board. And I see the call has got a fine choice of attire, fine pair of shorts and runners.
Fantastic. Not too sure I'd get away with it up at the control desk, but.
And be sure to say nothing to Kevin Devaney about 2 Lillywhites taking over the commentary box again.
Again.
Yeah, again, exactly.
Again.
2 games in a row.
Why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
100.
Nice 100 there from Dublin there to. Oh, unlucky. Two darts into the one there, kind of just.
$41.
And Damien, you'll be glad to know that Kildare started brightly against Tipperary. They're currently 1-0 up.
Fantastic.
58.
And on our streaming board, just in case we didn't mention it already, is Chris Connery and Sean McCardle.
45.
And Chris Connery is of Waterford.
60.
And Sean McCardle is County Dublin. And he's currently on 155. And this will be for a break, but it's not going to go. Wants to just try and set it up as best he can. That's
30.
not what he wanted. So Chris now has a chance to put a dent in the 198. Wants to try and get below 100 if he can.
45.
45.
So 125 went the flashy route of the bull 25 bull.
56.
Now there's only one way to finish 153, and can it be done? Not on this occasion.
Not today.
Wants to try and get at least one treble.
59.
So the usual route for 69 is treble 15, double 12. It's gone to the 19s instead, so 10. Oh, he's missed a big number.
29.
Fortunate there to miss the big number to leave himself a shot at the double, but
I think sometimes the big number is harder than the double itself. And the 94s.
Dean Finn on 138 after 9 darts over in her second game on the stage.
And now it is Sean McCardle for tops to break and go 1-0 up, double 10. Oh, double 4.
New start there.
On the wire.
32.
Bit of early game nerves creeping in, double 18.
Oh, okay, right in the corner.
In off the post. You can probably hear in the background the celebrations and the noise. It's what the All Ireland's is all about. Getting behind your team and roaring your county on.
25.
Making sure that when they turn away from that board and they look, they see the sea of your colours, screaming, cheering them on, with respect, of course, to the other players. You know,
It's never done in malice. It's always done in good faith for your county.
81.
Somebody says there, spitting image of Xabi Alonso. Who's that you're talking about?
81.
he kind of does it.
He's got a point, actually. Little bit of a resemblance.
45.
Now somebody asking, is the singles on Sunday this weekend? What singles are you talking about?
Of course, the inter-county singles last night, won by Dylan Slevin in the men's section and Robin Byrne in the ladies section.
And Robin won that game in style
45.
140 checkout to open proceedings and won it with a 118 finish on double 19. And credit to Rebecca Allen, she played her part, didn't play to how well we know she can, but it was a great final all the same.
That's it, you know, there's no shame in Rebecca, you know, she played fantastic darts all day to get there, and
60.
you know, Robin's class, probably kind of an experience, probably shone through in the end to take it out, you know, but again, two top class ladies, and you know, definitely two top class
60.
Irish throwers, of course.
Absolutely.
Back to our game on stage here now. Sean McCardle is in
60.
a commanding position here. He's on 70 with Waterford not on a finish.
Double 16.
Oh, unlucky.
54.
Somebody's also said in the streaming board, it's Xabi Alonso versus Rob Cross.
I kind of get it.
92.
There's a bit of a resemblance. Doesn't lick the fingers the same way Cross does or pat down the trousers.
Game shot.
But he can hit double 8, and he's done that to level it up.
Level it up, 1-1. 1-1 in both games now on our stage. Of course, one has been streamed, one
60.
is not on the stream.
Any alcoholic beverages can neither confirm nor deny.
45.
So Dean's game is currently deadlocked at 1 apiece, but he has the advantage here. And
100.
he misses the 80, but Andy's back on 154. We've seen a few big finishes today, so I won't be surprised.
Oh, no doubt Andy Davenport will be able to do it. The 180 here in our streaming game from Sean McCardle.
And so much for the marker saying he was going to do a professional 180. I'm a bit disappointed there.
26.
There's pressure on this 40 for Dean on the other game. A 130 is left. Dublin with 24.
But Dean has
180.
tops. Another 180.
Another
on the
180
stream
from Sean
boards.
McCardle. Fantastic darts from him. Leaves himself 96.
140.
Chris Connery there with a 140, but still doesn't leave himself a finish, so you'd expect Sean to.
47.
Dean misses the tops and 10s. So Andy Davenport is coming back for double 12 to take the first set for Dublin.
And does.
26.
Andy
2-1,
Davenport.
Dublin 1-0 up.
Andy Davenport defeats Dean Finn by 2 legs to 1.
And there's
And in double quick time,
2-0.
it's 2 sets to 0 in favour of Dublin.
Fantastic darts there from Sean McCardle. Two back-to-back 180s in that leg. Cleans up on the 49 and 2 darts. Dublin 2-0 up here against Waterford.
Gezi in the audience, yeah. Plenty of them. As we said, it's all in good spirits, and it's what the All Ireland is all about, hearing the mighty roar behind you.
It's a fantastic crowd here all weekend, starting yesterday with singles. Team event today, of course, the conclusion of the team event tomorrow. where we will crown our inter-county champions for 2026 in both the men and the ladies category. And not to forget that the youths inter-counties takes place in Ballinasloe next weekend, with a record 65 youth teams playing.
Seems to be a weekend of record numbers. When I was interviewing Robin yesterday, she mentioned about how we had 97 entries for the ladies singles, and we think that may be a record number.
100%, yes, definitely. It's a massive turnout for the ladies singles yesterday, you know, and that's, I suppose, it's what darts is it's growing so much that, you know, everyone's kind of just getting involved and getting out and getting into it.
Absolutely, it's great to see. So our next two games on our streaming board, just waiting for the players to be confirmed on Dart Connect.
We've got Matty Flynn and Eric Power on our streaming board, I believe, and Mark Brennan and Mark Feehily on our non-streaming board.
Mark Feely, didn't he sing for Westlife? Mark Brennan is one of the Dublin players who's top of the rankings as far as I'm aware. He's been playing some serious stuff back end of last year and this year so far.
That's it. We got off to a cracker here in our game on stream, a 140 followed by a 10.
Lewis Ireland looks like Jack Higgins. That is an insult to Lewis. How dare you insult him like that?
Solid start here from Waterford. There's Eric Power. .60 from Dublin. I'd expect Mark now to put himself, or Eric, sorry, to put himself into a finishing position from here. Hits the 60, leaves himself 141. Probably wanted a bit more, but all depends on what Matty Flynn can do here from here.
You want to just stay straight here. The treble leaves a nice 160 finish. If not, then it's going to be 6 at 141.
6 darts, a 141 here from Eric. Just set himself up here is all he'll probably look for.
May come down with the last dart, and he does. That leaves 82.
Champagne finish.
Is he staying there? How he squeezed that through, I do not know.
But puts the pressure on this 82.
Bull first start. That's a 3, so treble 13. When he went for the 19s, double 11.
Lucky misses the double 11 there for the 82 checkout.
Can we get a shout out for Michael Meehan? Go on, the Mick fella. Double 10. Frustrated, he knows that could have been thrown way better. So double 11. Will he go straight forward? He does. Doesn't want to go inside the single with this start. That's a beautiful marker. Bounce in off it.
Oh, what
Right in the bottom corner.
What a dart.
And that is a hold of throw. And a much needed hold of throw at that.
In our second game on the board, Mark Brennan is sitting on 80. Doesn't finish it.
That's a lovely visit. 140 gets him down to 261 after 6 and a mere average of 91.
It's a great first start though.
That's perfect. Yeah,
140.
He'd be disappointed if he had missed that. Somebody asked, are the darts commentators better than the soccer commentators of full-time productions? Asking for an out. Well, I'm going to be biased and say we are.
100%.
You know, Kildare's finest.
That's it. That's it. Right, Clark here now. He's in a 161. He's just going to look to tidy it up. Leave himself straight into the treble 5 there.
That's okay. He's left himself 69, and that's more than doable. And he's going to get plenty of time. Well, he thought he was going to get plenty of time in it, but that is a beautiful visit.
40.
So will he go 90s or 15s with the first start? He's thinking about it.
What's the popular route these days, Jack?
I would say treble 15 would be the most popular route.
Yeah,
And it is double 12.
treble. There you are.
And that's
Kingsley,
why.
pop, pop, 69, taken out.
And we have a last leg shootout in the third set of this group stage encounter, but straight in. Are we going to get a max? Not quite. 139 is just as good at this stage, though.
And he'll switch down to try and go for the 1-7. Mark Brennan is 1-0 up in the second game on stage. Kicked off with a 140, followed up with a 96. Playing very well, Mark is.
The worst case scenario here for Waterford is both of these games could go against them, and then it'll be 4-0 in the blink of an eye.
And that's it, 4-0 down. But you know, Waterford have the ability to, you know, to rack a couple of games up there and bring it back into it. It's certainly not over by a long stretch, but you know, you'd think Dublin would be confident with going 4-0 up that they could see out the game, but darts is darts. Anything can happen.
And that's it as well. And with Dublin, you don't want to let them get too far in front, or they'll just keep motoring. They're a hard team to peg back.
They are, when you're looking at the players coming up for Dublin, you know, you've got Scott Dial, Carl Clark, Killian McCormack, Garrett Gray, Sean McKeown, all still to play. But then Patrick Quinn, Jack Caulfield, you know, Jack Lenihan still have to play for Waterford, so some, you know, still all to play for here.
Both teams have serious players in reserve, and it's looking good here now. 6 darts potentially of 108 to get a set on the board for Waterford, and a miscount there leaves Dublin on a bogey, so it is 6 darts guaranteed. Will he stay there or go down for treble 16? He may stay there to leave double 12. No, back up.
He went back up into the 5, unfortunately, but as you said, he'll be back for it.
And
Dublin not on a finish, so they do. He needs to put a dent in it, put some pressure on it.
he needs 1 treble minimum to put some serious pressure on, and he gets it.
Fantastic.
So 70 left for Dublin, but 67, treble 17, double 8.
Oh, fantastic.
Excellent
Fantastic. Under a bit of pressure there, and he just takes it out, puts Waterford on the board. 2-1 Dublin currently.
And a bit of struggling going on here for...
Mark started off well, but struggled.
And he's just pinged it.
He's done it.
So
This is some commentator's curse.
Absolutely.
As soon as I said it.
And it is now 3-1 in favour of Dublin. Still a bit of an order for Waterford, but they'll take 3-1 over 4-0. All to play for.
Now, next up on stage, we've Carl Clark against the mighty Patrick Quinn, another Ireland international. Of course, was part of the Irish team that won the Islands International in Ennis recently. Of course, competing against Guernsey, the Isle of Man, and Jersey. Fantastic weekend of darts it was, you know.
Someone says the Irish Rapid Ricky is up now.
Scott Dial versus Jack Caulfield will be our game off camera, folks. Of course, Scott Dial for Dublin, of course, is a youth player as well. I'm sure he'll be featuring at the youth intercounties next weekend.
I notice a lot of youth players that are playing for their senior team at the moment. I think it just shows how good the youth players are.
Yeah, fantastic array. I think if you go around and look at the 25 men county teams that are here, I think at least every one of them has a youth player on their team. You know, some have 2, 3. You know, Kildare are lucky enough to have 3 fantastic youth players playing for them. I know Carlow have 2. We're looking at Dublin here. Wexford, I know, have Tyler O'Connor. So yeah, no, definitely that's the.
And not to forget our own county have Alex Booth and Oran Devine.
That's it. Matthew Clifford, you want to call him a youth? I suppose
Well, he was a youth before the start of our rankings, wasn't he?
he was. And he's now.
And just to keep you up to speed with other results happening elsewhere. In the men's, Mayo are currently 3-1 up on Wexford. Cavan 2-0 up on Leitrim. Sligo are trailing Westmeath by 3 sets to 1. Meath lead Kilkenny 4-1. Offaly lead Laois 4-1. Cork lead Galway 3-1. It is 4-0 to Kerry over Longford. Donegal lead Clare 5-1. Kildare leads Tipperary 3-1. And in the ladies, Kilkenny Wexford 0-0. Same with Louth and Leitrim. Carlow and Galway's locked up 1 apiece. And Mayo lead Waterford 2-0.
Great start there from Paddy Quinn, 140.
80.
Solid 80 there from Dublin to follow up, you know. That's
77.
77 scored. Yeah, Kerry was a 3-0 up against Longford, kicking off where they were starting off where they left against Cork, you know.
Yeah, and Jack Caulfield just missed the bull for a 119.
140.
Which means he's gone the right way on it. Fair play.
But Scott Kyle comes in and cleans up 84 in 3.
That is class.
A fantastic game.
61.
Second game on our stage here, folks.
Am I not mistaken? Is that Dean Finn we have on the mic?
I believe it is.
41.
All right, Dean, I'm not going to be critiquing you at all, but no pressure. So Carl back on 275. This is a stress-free leg for Patrick Quinn. Goes for the 17s, 86 to pitcher. Treble 18, well that's 82 now. 25
46.
leads 57.
Is that right?
That's right, Dean. Don't worry, you got it.
100.
So
25
nice,
last start.
nice 100.
Just making sure. So 17 for the top of the shop. Oh, on the wire.
27.
Comes low.
Yeah. So 115. There's a few ways to go here. May go 19s. Yeah, and treble 20 leaves double 18. Double 18 for a break of throw early doors.
83.
Oh, unlucky. Came a bit low in it, but
Just released it a bit too early. Or a bit too late, I should say.
18.
So he's left himself double 1, has Patrick. So Carl back for
possibly a
double 16.
miscount there.
Maybe so, but it is now immaterial. It is 1-0 to Dublin in this set.
Carl Clark cleans it up. 32 first start.
And in the Battle of the Youths,
36.
it's 1-0 to
Still 1-0 to Scott Dial.
Scott, yeah.
100.
Now, nice ton there for Patrick.
Yeah, it'll be
Sort of punishes the 36 opening, but not by much.
66.
won't be happy, Patrick, with that last. Probably should have won it and didn't, you know. But
134.
there we are. Fantastic. Dars kicks off with a 100, follows it up with a 134. You know.
That's the standard you come to expect at the inter-counties. And whether it's A or B, I don't think there's much of a B All-Ireland anymore, is there?
No, it's not the standard across
45.
counties. In 1 and 2 teams, we'll call them, is just very little between them, you know, and
99.
that's, I suppose, it's the testament to darts in Ireland and how it's growing, and all these fantastic clubs that are out there doing fantastic work, you know.
85.
And a credit to every county board, whether it's chairman, vice chairman, treasurer, whatever.
95.
Every one of them are playing their part in boosting the profile of Irish darts across the country.
And that's it, you know, and it's
100.
Glenn sitting at 73 here. He'll have at least 6 darts at it.
54 left.
Here, 54. 14 for tops.
33.
Well, unfortunately, Carl has left a bogey number. 169 cannot be finished.
So Patrick Quinn will be back. It's 1-1 in our game off
57.
camera.
So tops now for Patrick to break back and level us up. Double 10. Double 5. Just dropped the dart, that's all.
Drop the dart.
So
Puts
just
the rhythm off a little bit. Patrick is a quick thrower, so I'd say he just needs to compose himself.
well, the main thing was he went high there. He didn't pull it into the 5.
Yeah,
But now 112 for Carl.
very doable.
He's gone 19. That's an interesting way.
40.
I mean, I see the logic. Treble 19, single 19 leaves double 18. But it is double 5.
This is 3 darts at it.
They're 3 very well thrown darts, but none of them went in. So treble 16, double 12. To wrap up a 2-0 win and take the 4th set.
48.
They're both missing doubles, so this is probably last chance saloon now for Patrick.
Definitely.
And he pings it right in the middle.
Scott Dial missed 40 for. We're back at it.
$47.
So Jack Caulfield is currently sat on 136. It's not going to go.
85.
So Scott comes back for double 10 to take the 4th set.
24.
Doesn't do it. Left himself 5.
78 for Jack.
46.
This is doable.
Both players on the stream here have started off slow enough now.
60.
We're both on 370.
The scores are identical and the averages are more or less identical. There's 2 points in it. And that is a set on the board for Waterford. It is level.
Jack Caulfield pins the 78 in
65.
3 to go to win it for Waterford, as Jack said. To put a point on the board for them.
So we're now level pegging, but after this game,
58.
one of them's going to be leading. And it couldn't be closer. 267 plays 305.
60.
Patrick went for the 25 of the last round, just try and knock the 5 off. 267.
60. $65.
So it gets us out down to 180. So now it means just 2 trebles and a single can leave him a double, instead of having to switch around and try and use the 25 or...
92.
Well, that leaves 115. It's not a disaster. Another treble leaves tops.
100.
So 115. Does he start down at the 19s? Again. Treble 20 for double 18.
They can get the treble this time.
59.
So 80 to put Waterford 3-2 up. Tops it is.
Game shot.
Oh, fantastic.
And that is 3-2 to Waterford.
There he goes there. You see what it means to them. They were
You can even see in the crowd there. And you probably heard that roar there. That means the absolute world to Waterford, who lead last year's beaten semi-finalists by 3 sets to 2.
Of course, yeah. You can see the mighty Paddy Quinn there, let out a little roar. To celebrate his win too, to maybe push the players that are coming
Has
up
the
onto
game
stage.
lost its color? We're here to bring it back. FC Barcelona and 1xBet. Color your game.
And we're back.
Inter-County Championships 2026 and the wonderful INEC Killarney, brought to you by the INDO.
And live streamed on YouTube by Full Time Productions over the course of the weekend. Fair play to Kevin, an immaculate job as always.
A fantastic job.
And I've just noticed that Mr. Dean Finn is still on the stage. Maybe he's marking the next game. Dean, if you're after my job, you can have it. I swear.
That's it. You can start calling him a Jack Higgins wannabe.
Yeah. Just like the other comments that I won't go into about me.
They all just want to be like Jack.
Exactly. I mean, why wouldn't they? I'm able to count. Isn't that a skill?
That's it. That's it. It is a skill.
One thing that some of them who came off after calling a few games even saying to me, like, I respected referees before, but after doing that, I respect them even more now.
100%. I had the pleasure of marking some games at the Islands International recently, and yeah, my appreciation for referees went up a hell of a lot for the job that they do.
It's a lot of work, and it's a very long day. Like yesterday was a long day, but you know, it's rewarding at the same time. Love every second of it, and this is what we do it for.
100%. Weekends like this is
41.
what we love in our calendar. Joe Byrne, seasoned Dublin player.
And most of you might recognise Joe Byrne because it was only last evening that his daughter Robin won the singles.
140.
That's it. Darting heritage in the family.
And Joe is a handy thrower himself.
In our second game on stage, we have Jack Lenihan versus Killian McCormack.
And Killian was part of the Irish contingent that travelled to Q School last month. Didn't get through to
140.
the Pro Tour in the end, but managed to top the order of merit after the first event, so that tells you how good he actually is.
That's it. Back-to-back 140s for Joe Byrne.
26.
He's in 1-2-2-1 after 6.
Only 60, but that's 161 after 9. A very, very good start to the leg where he threw second.
Stephen Hardigan here now, just trying
41.
to. Hasn't got going in this leg at all, in fairness, hasn't.
No, we expect better out of Stephen, don't we?
Of course, you know, just hasn't been able to hit the scores that he wanted. Obviously, he wanted to hit, you know. And
But Joe here, it is only 41, but
he's himself a solid Shanghai 20s, though.
41.
And he will get
a minimum of 6 should he need them. So treble 20 with the first start, single 20 for tops.
80.
under wire.
You can see the wire be bent a little bit there. That's how close that was.
But he will be back.
And it'll be more than 6 this time around. Stephen
Struggling.
He's just
Struggling.
not going to.
26.
But it is hard though. I haven't played on the Killarney stage before, but I can only imagine under the lights and the crowd behind you, and you're visible to everyone, that it must be nerve-jangling.
Without doubt, you know, and like inter-county darts at its best when you're on the floor is nerve-rattling, but to be on the stage and you're on a stream as well, like that's obviously in the back of their heads, you know, and you know it's tough to, you know, but you know Stephen will regroup after this leg, but it's not over yet. You know.
He should come down.
87.
Oh, he did. He just didn't execute it. So double 10 for Joe Byrne to break and go 1-0 up. On the wire again. Oh, double 5. Will he go for it? Not only will he go for it, he will ping at the double 5.
Good leg there from Joe Byrne, you know.
Very good leg. Joe's a no-nonsense kind of player. There was no fear of the switching or splitting that.
In our game off stage, it looks to be another cracker. There's Jack Lenihan now stepping up 56 to go 1-0 up. Killian McCormack is on 36 waiting.
85.
And just narrowly missed. So Killian comes back for
60.
2 innings. Joe's kicked off this leg with 85.
60.
85 and 60, that's steady enough.
Steady, yeah. But even Stephen started off this leg a lot better. He scored a solid 60 there to open up, and you know, he'll just look to
60.
straighten those darts up and kind of.
But as you said, he will regroup.
Of course.
And he will start firing in the scores, but with the way Joe is playing, he's probably not going to have much time.
100.
A nice steady turn there. There's a nice leg on throw from Joe Byrne.
Beautiful 100 call there from Dean Finn.
Wasn't it just?
81.
Well, there we go, 81. That's more like it.
That's it. Jack Lenihan has gone 1-0 up in her second game on stage against Killian McCormack.
It's only 44 from Joe, so there is
Big score here from Stephen, and he's right back in this game.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a lovely dart.
85.
Oh, unlucky. I thought he was going to follow it up there. I thought he'd get to 140, you know, but
And that would have put him on a finish, but as it is, Joe is still in a commanded position. If he can just lay 2 on top, he will be in pole position here.
and switch or go try and get it.
60.
That is criminally unlucky.
60 leads on 152. Stephen on 215, sorry.
135.
That's
Fantastic.
fantastic. So,
It's the pressure dart on that 152 now. Leaves himself 80.
but Joe, with that poker face look, steps up. It's not going to go, so this is an opportunity for Stephen.
60.
And it is only 60 from Joe, so this is a
Big
serious
darts coming
chance.
up for Stephen. Big darts.
So treble 20 for double 10, 20 for tops. Oh, and he's missed the big number. He's fallen into the 1.
40.
Joe Byrne sitting on 92.
There's two ways for this. Some players opt to go for the bull, and some players opt to go straight for the treble 20 and be aggressive. And that is what Joe does. 2 darts at 32.
Game shot.
2 darts is all it took from a fantastic check out. Fantastic finish from Joe Byrne.
Wraps it up 2 legs to 0. And according to the graphic, it's 3 sets apiece.
Killian McCormack has just leveled it up on her second game on the stage. 1-all in that game with Killian now throwing.
And it's, sorry, the graphic is just updated. It's now 4 sets to 3 in favour of Dublin. So after this leg, it will either be level pegging once again, or Dublin will take a 5-3 set lead.
Eric Cleary and Anthony Caldwell are our next players on the live stream.
And anybody who has been commenting on the live, not been ignoring you, just trying to update you on both games where possible. So we still have 331 people watching. Good evening.
Hey. Of course, anyone that is tuning in, this is the INDO Intercounties A Championships, with INEC Glen Eagles and Killarney, brought to you by Full Time Productions.
And live on YouTube across the weekend, and tomorrow is the conclusion of the 2026 Intercounties Championship. If you want to see who takes home the biggest prizes in county darts, be sure to tune in on Sunday for the conclusion. But for now, we've still got a few more darts ahead of us between Waterford and Dublin.
That's it, of course. Defending champions Donegal are looking to go 3 in a row this year. Of course, other counties, of course, Dublin, who were our inter-county champions in 2023, I believe, are looking. Cork are beaten finalists last year. You know, Galway have been knocking on the door for the last couple of years. I promise you, Kevin Devaney did not ask me to say that.
I hope he doesn't know the Lilywhites are taking over the commentary box. But to update you all on...
I'll know Monday when I get an email.
Sacked. So to update you all, in the men's groups, Mayo lead Wexford 5-3, Cavan lead Leitrim 4-2. Waterford and Dublin is ongoing here, which is 4 sets to 3 in favour of the Dubs. Sligo and Westmeath is deadlocked at 4 apiece. Meath and Kilkenny, Meath lead that 6 sets to 3. Offaly lead Laois 6-1. Cork lead Galway 4-2, which is now 5-3. It's just updated. Okay, it's updated, so I'll start again. 5-3 to Mayo, 4-2 to Leitrim, 4-3 to Dublin, 5-4 to Sligo, 6-3 to Meath over Kilkenny. Offaly lead Laois 7-2. Cork lead Galway 5-3. Kerry lead Longford 7-2. Donegal lead Clare 9-1. And Kildare leads Tipperary 6-2. And in the ladies, Kilkenny and Wexford is 1 apiece. Louth and Leitrim is 1 apiece. Mayo lead Waterford by 3 sets to 1. And Carlow lead Galway by 2 sets to 1.
Yeah, some very close games out on the floor. Of course, we are live on stage here. We're waiting on the players warming up. In our second game on the stage, it is currently 1-all. Both players sitting on a finish. Jack Lenehan currently on 52 throwing darts. And he's bowed his head. Doesn't look not happy with it. Oh, Jack Lennon has pinned it. 20 to 2-1 win there for Waterford.
So it's 4 sets apiece. This is a very closely contested game.
In fairness, Dublin raced off to a 2-0 lead. You were kind of thinking they were motoring there, and Waterford hadn't really got their darts going, but the players have stepped up afterwards. 4-all currently, with Anthony Caldwell and Eric Cleary on stage, and coming up off stream would be Dave Green versus Garrett Gray.
And just to go off topic for a moment, to big up our own lads in Kildare, Matthew Clifford has just taken a victory over a certain Aidan O'Hara.
Oh, fantastic.
And took out a finish of 111 in that game. So big up Matthew Clifford.
Fantastic darts for Matthew today.
There's been fantastic darts across the board, hasn't there? Like across the whole day.
The whole day. Every time I've walked around today and had a look at different games throughout today, and yeah, it's just been standard of darts has just been phenomenal. It's a testament to these players to come out and the pride, I suppose, of wearing their county jersey. They want to do as well as they can. They all want to lift that trophy on the Sunday evening, and just a fantastic standard of darts. And we look forward to tomorrow's games. Of course, the last 16 of the championship will be tomorrow. Our Shield will be tomorrow, then our Ladies Shield and our Ladies Championship tomorrow. We hope at 9 o'clock or 9:30 tomorrow evening we'll have crowned our 2026 inter-county champions.
Yeah, it should be a great day of darts tomorrow, and that's when the atmosphere will get even more boisterous, because tomorrow is proper knockout darts. No more second chances. You lose, you're out.
60.
That's it. Solid start there from Anthony Caldwell for Dublin. 60.
26.
That Dean Finn on the microphone again, I believe.
I think he definitely is after my job.
He's coming for you, Jacko.
I'm
He's coming for you.
45.
I think this is the audition, is it? He sees me on commentary, he's trying to show off. Well, Dean, you can take my job there and I'll take your position on the modus.
41. 60.
So on the non-streaming board, we have Dave Green and
134.
Garrett Gray, also known as Skello, I believe, amongst his peers.
I believe that was correct and true.
100.
Of course, Garrett had a fantastic game here in the team event down in Killarney against Dylan Slevin. I believe you refereed that one, Jack.
That was one of my first stage games, and leg one saw Garrett take out a 161, and Dylan responded by taking out a 170 the very next leg.
That's it, a fantastic game that night.
85.
And that's the kind of standard we have in this country, where lads can go back to back on the big outshots. That's what we come to expect from the boys at this
28.
standard.
Both players now want to finish on the stage. 151 won't go. Didn't really want that
55.
now.
I mean, it gets below 100, but 72 is very makeable. 16 for tops. Oh, double four.
If your dart is going to stray, you want it to stray like that.
Exactly.
64.
Unlucky there, he missed it.
Just on the outside, so 96, treble 20 for double 18. That's a peach of a first dart.
Great marker.
60.
Oh, didn't use it. Didn't use the marker dart. So double four.
No score.
Oh, he's busted.
Garrett Gray is on 55 after 12 darts. 81, 180, 85, 100.
That is 1-0 to Dublin on the stream board.
And that is 1-0 to Dublin on the non-stream board.
93.
It's all going the Dubs' way this time around. But as we know, that can change in an absolute instant.
49.
Garrett Gray 1-0 up and a ton average after
60.
one leg.
Fantastic darts from Garrett.
And Eric, to be fair, 60 is not a bad average.
81.
But when your opponent's in the 70s and not relenting, it just becomes that bit more difficult, especially when he does this.
140.
A nice 140 there.
83.
Sorry, I had to do it.
That's a reference I don't know
140.
many people get. A remark.
Fantastic darts there from
140.
Another one.
Well,
So 68. 16 for double thereof.
36.
unlucky.
So 148.
Just again, not to be biased or anything, but big up another one of
32.
Kildare Youth, Alex Boots, who's just taken a 2-1 win over Jerry O'Hara, the former Ireland international in his own right.
So the two of Kildare's young talents taking down the O'Haras.
And there we are, Dublin 2-0. Anthony Caldwell, fantastic darts.
5 sets to 3 as it stands. And with Garrett sat on 160,
160 for Garrett.
you'd like to think he's going to clean it up in 6.
Garrett will be back for 60 in our second game on the stage, of course, not streamed.
So 20 for tops. Tops it is. And one more.
Oh,
I
have to have a look at it, but I don't think it's in.
No, just
Four.
missed. So 155. It's a long shot, but it's never out of the question, but it's not going to go this time. So 3 left in hand for Garrett Gray to take the set. And he does.
Takes it with the 1.
And that is now 6 sets to 3 in favour of the Dubs. They're starting to motor now.
88 average for Garrett Gray. Not too shabby at all. Next up on the stage would be Graham Matthews for Dublin versus Cian Fuller for Waterford. And on our second board on stage, not being streamed, is Michael Fraher versus Sean McKeown.
I'm just going back to the chat here just to read some of your comments. So, enjoying the coverage, thank you very much. Our Limerick out, nobody's out today. You go into either the I'm assuming means you are they out of the championship. I don't know yet. Any best third place teams go through to the knockouts? There's only top 2. It is all top 3 teams, I believe, Damon, isn't it?
Top 3 teams plus the next best 4 team will make up our 16 for the championship tomorrow, and then the rest will all fall into the Shield bracket tomorrow morning. Of course, that Shield draw and championship draw will be made tonight after this evening's proceedings by the INDO officials at the control desk.
So be sure to keep an ear out to see who your favourite county gets. So there will be 16 teams advanced to the championship, and the remaining 10 will drop into the Shield, assuming all 26 are playing this weekend.
No, 25 teams this weekend, Jack, so the
25.
remaining 9 will drop into the Shield.
So there will be a preliminary round in the Shield,
There will, yeah, a preliminary round in the Shield, which will take place at 11:30 in the morning, and then the rest of the Shield games will kick off at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And I believe that the main championship draw will kick off tomorrow at 11:30 as well. I could be wrong, but
Well, for your sake and the rest of the committee, I hope you I hope you aren't wrong and you get a bit of a rest. Anywhere to see results and fixtures, etc. Yes, Dart Connect.
so tv.dartconnect.com in the teams. If you go into the teams section and you search in INDO Intercounties A Championship,
42.
all that information will pop up there.
Listen back to that.
Dean Flynn practicing his 42s.
Sounded very similar to a certain call I heard once upon a time.
We have kicked off in our game that's not been streamed off the side. Sean McKeown versus
100.
Michael Farr.
I must point out a comment that someone had just made. Adam Birch says Jack Higgins over Kirk Bevins.
Big call, big call.
Controversial, but I ain't going to disagree with you.
85.
Is that the calculator versus the human calculator?
Yep.
Eddie Hearn, book it down.
60.
Get that live on Sky. He's a handy dart thrower as well as Kirk, from what I've heard.
So I believe, yes, I've heard
100.
some interview. I watched some interviews with him on his podcast and that, and kind of says that he is of a decent standard.
Any chance we could sign him up for the bees in
97.
April?
Of course.
So a very, very good start to this game on stream.
125.
Fantastic darts there from
9 darts thrown and 191 remaining. That's an average of 103.33.
80.
And the thinking boots are on. Went down to the 19s, knowing that a 20 wouldn't let it finish.
just fantastic. Sean McKeown is coming in for 100 to go 1-0 up.
57.
Moving across the hockey. So
Moving again.
I think he
unlucky.
sets it up to leave. Oh no, he missed a big number.
Number 41 to leave 59. But he will be back, unfortunately.
80.
Michael Frere is not on a finish. We see a 1-3-4 here.
Well, there's the 4, he just needs the 1 and the 3 now. Treble 10 with the last dart, possibly.
109.
Well, that leaves him 25.
Miscount? No, no start.
Hmm.
62.
Well, it's not being contested by Dublin, so double 10 now, double 5.
First leg.
That was not a miscount. That was
No.
60 and 45 is 105, plus 4 is 109.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a bit of credit there, Dean. Fair play to you. And Sean McKeown has taken the first leg. And there will be just 2 more games after these.
60.
And Waterford will not want to lose any more ground. They'll want one more game, is it?
One more game, yeah.
One more game after this, my mistake.
85.
So it kind of just drives home the point even more that Waterford need sets on the board.
Three.
Okay, so here we are, the INDO Intercounty Championship 2026. Dublin and Waterford
59.
men currently playing on the stream live. on Full Time Productions YouTube.
And for anyone who has just joined, you're very welcome along. And we are approaching the end
47.
stages of this final stage game of the evening. Dublin are currently 5-4 to the good.
2 games currently on the stage. One has been
96.
streamed, one is off stream. Our off stream game is Sean McKeown versus Michael Farrar from Waterford. Sean McKeown being 1-0 up in that and kind of cruising in this second leg. 140 followed by a 96.
97.
Only 43 there for Sean, but he's not exactly in any danger so far.
40.
This is a good standard game on stream, both players averaging in the 70s.
98.
98.
Swapped across to try and leave 160. And he's in a great position now as, I believe he's known as Gringo. By his teammates. Gringo, I think, is his nickname.
57.
Graham Matthews. Very good.
Don't know where the Gringo nickname comes from, but there you are.
Yeah.
96.
That's a good last start. Rounds it off, leaves a ton. 164 is not going to go.
59.
So a ton in for another set on the board for the Dubs. May go tops, may go treble 16, double 16. They went for tops.
60.
So 105. May start on the bull here. So 25 would leave tops. No, he went old school, 20s first. 85 left.
$53.
Sean McKeown has just wrapped up that game. That is another set on the board for the Dubs.
Game shot double.
And that is another set on the board.
We're down to our last game in this match, folks. Ross O'Brien versus Gavin Crotty is the last game in this match.
So as you can see by the screen, the score is 8-4 to the Dubs. Obviously it means now they will not be beaten no matter what. But another set on the board for Waterford can make the world of difference.
Of course, yeah, in terms of the position into the finish. Dublin will look to wrap up another game 9-4. They've won their previous 3 by that scoreline. Of course, Dublin were all our inter-county champions in 2023, beaten semi-finalists last year, and of course had a good run in the Leinsters recently as well. Got to the final to be beaten by Carlow.
So the Dubs have been looking good this year, and in fairness to Waterford as well, they haven't looked bad today.
No,
But
no,
Dublin had they been clinical, have the Dubs.
they have. They've taken their chances. They've hit their doubles at the right time, and that's.
And I think Dean Finn is looking to potentially retire and become a referee at this stage. He hasn't put down the mic once since he got on it. So as Damien said, this is the final game.
Ross O'Brien versus Gavin Crotty.
What do you want me to sing? Pick a song.
Not quite sure what Dean said there, who he's talking to.
Of course, Ross doing wonderful things with the Dublin Dart Club in Dublin, you know. Fantastic venue out there in...
Yeah, that's right. Out in the Good Council Club out in
119.
out in Drimna.
Couldn't think for a second. But yeah, good council out in Drimna, you know, fantastic venue, fantastic up. Ross is doing wonderful things out there with that club, you know.
But I am going to criticise him a
26.
bit because he called me the second best referee in the country behind Lewis. So I wasn't happy with that. Don't get me wrong, Lewis is good though.
Of course, that's right, you did the Gary Anderson
99.
exhibition up there, didn't you?
I did, yes. That was a very, very good exhibition. That was the same day that I had to throw on a Dublin jersey, and I don't think Kildare ever truly forgave me for it.
85.
No, he didn't. Tough one to swallow that day.
I'd say it was, but no. It was all for a good cause and all in good humour.
That's it. That's
81.
It's all, and it's for a good cause, and it's for that type of thing where, you know, you don't mind these things, you know.
Exactly. And well, I'll tell you, one person who was delighted was actually my own fiance, because she's a Tala one, so she was delighted to see me in the Dublin colours.
That's right, yes.
And I never allowed to hear the end of it. But so speaking of Dublin,
123.
it's been a slow start here for us.
Yeah, it hasn't got going at all now, but
43.
And 79 coming in. Doesn't need to go for the 19s. But he has double 11.
Double 11, yeah.
Ah, Dean, you made a mistake there. You're not allowed to tell him the double. You're only allowed to tell him what the number is, which is 22.
No score.
Right, Dean, you are permanently blacklisted from officiating any further INDO events.
that's it.
100.
I have no say in that, but I'm going to make sure of it.
The unwritten.
It's an unwritten rule, yeah. Break the rules, you're blacklisted. He's double 11 again,
Game shot. Wonderful.
and he pings it. So, hold the throw in 18 darts,
140.
and that's a great visit from Ross. 140 in.
140, yeah, great 3 darts there from him. You know, he struggled in that first leg. You know, that'll kind of settle it.
42.
Any type of doubt he would have had in his mind about coming into this leg, you know, he's 140 years back into treble 20 again.
100.
There we are. That's the darts that we know Ross can throw.
And just to quickly update you on other scores elsewhere, Cavan lead Leitrim in the men's
80.
7-3. Mayo lead Wexford 6-4. Currently 8-4 to Dublin. Sligo lead Westmeath 7-5. Cork are leading Galway 7-4. Kildare 8-4 up on Tipperary. And in the ladies, Kilkenny 2-1 up on Wexford. Louth 2-1 up on Leitrim. Mayo 4-2 up on Waterford. And Carlow 3-2
61.
up on Galway.
That's it, of course. This is the last round of games for this evening, folks. By the end of all these games today, we will know who is in the pot for
60.
tomorrow for the championship and the shield. Of course, to reiterate for the comments earlier on, it is the top 3 out of each group will go, plus the best 4th place, and that will make
21.
up our 16 for our inter-county championship tomorrow. And the rest, the remaining 9 teams from the men's side, will fall into the shield.
45.
Ross in a comfortable position here, 96, with Gavin sitting back on 297.
84.
And Stephen Field is asking the time tomorrow. So I think, Damien, you were saying the preliminary shield game will start at 11 o'clock?
Yes, the preliminary shield game should start at 11:30, and the rest of the shield games will kick off
84.
at 1 o'clock. And I am confident that the last 16 of the championship kicks off at 11:30,
134.
and confidence would be right. 11:30 for the last 16 knockouts.
Double
Second
six
leg,
for
yeah.
Ross, and he pings it.
Fantastic leg of darts there from Ross. You know, struggled in that first one, really got going in the second one. You know, and now
He's picked it up here, and now a chance to wrap this up and give the Dubs another 9-4 victory.
45.
How are Leash doing? Joseph asks. We will find that out for you momentarily, Joseph. Is the draw tonight? Yes.
100.
Upon conclusion of the games and final positions finalised, the draw will commence.
$69.
And it was only 69, but still kept him in front momentarily. But Ross straight back in.
80.
That's an unlucky bounce out.
Leash unfortunately finished bottom of their group, but they were in the group of death. They were in the group.
81.
To be fair, they still amassed 16 points in that group, and that's not a bad thing.
Fantastic, you know, when you're in with Carlow, Offaly, Meath, Kilkenny. Not an easy group whatsoever.
No, hats off. Where is the draw on here? Is the draw being streamed, or is that?
No, the draw won't be streamed. The draw will be made at the control desk here in the INEC.
60.
And just the information then will be put up onto Dark Connect. So we might say from probably 10, maybe 11 o'clock this evening, you can check out tv.darkconnect.com. The INDO
100.
Inter-Counties A single championship, and all the information should be there for the times tomorrow.
Somebody has asked, can we get a check on his standing position
55.
on the Oki? Don't know what you mean. But anyway, so more important matters at hand. Ross on 121 to wrap up the win. I don't think that second dart is in.
42.
Oh, he's pulled it.
Oh,
So
unlucky.
it's okay. He will get a free turn at 79.
99.
So 79 to wrap up the win for the Dubs. 76. So 56 left. He will go 16 to leave top. Oh, he's
30.
put it into
He's
the 7.
put it into the 7.
Now, will he go bull or will he go 60 with the first dart?
60.
Went aggressive. Now, oh, double 16 for tops. Oh, pulled it. How's Monaghan doing? Monaghan are doing okay, aren't they? Monaghan, bottom of Group 1. Apologies, I tried to pick you up there. Kildare in the big time, Ger. You know it.
9.
So,
Monaghan kicked off, you know, started off their day kind of well enough. They had a
it's double 10.
Game shot.
And that is
That's
it. It is a 8-5 victory for Waterford. Sorry, for Dublin rather. And that is it for the stage action this evening. But we will be back again tomorrow. It's been a pleasure. And keep an eye out for the draw.
That's it.
Until
Keep an eye out for the draw. Until then, we'll be back tomorrow for the conclusion of the INDO Inter-Counties Championship 2026.
You do not want to miss it. So, being joined here by Garrett Gray, otherwise known as Skello, after just defeating Waterford by 8-5 in the last group game of the evening. So, Garrett, can you sum up how all the camp is feeling after that game?
Very good with that one on stage. For all the lads, it's not easy stepping up on that stage, but some players get stage fright. We have a couple of young lads coming in, and they held their own, and we're over the moon with that result. No doubt about it.
So you're safely into the knockout round tomorrow. And obviously last year, the disappointment of getting beaten in the semis, is that playing on your minds at all, or is that something that's even coming into it?
No. New dawn, new day. Look, last year, back pocket. This year, front pocket. All our players I have them set, so is Jeff. We have them set on one aim. Get back on that stage and fix what happened last year. Simple.
See, that's the mentality that Dublin have.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever happened before has happened. Just get up and correct it next time.
Oh, 100%.
And so you're only concentrating on one thing tomorrow, and that's going as far as you know you can go.
Oh, yeah. What happened yesterday is gone. What happened today, tomorrow is a new day. We are going to fix what we didn't do last year. We will fix it this year on that stage. That's our target.
And I think as well, with the Dublin players, they seem to not even care who it is that's in front of them. As far as Dublin are concerned, they can beat anybody. It doesn't matter who they are.
Oh, yes. We've a great setup. The youth academy for the future now. For the future is great. But for the present, now, we are a well-oiled machine, and we don't fear no team. There's no team out there we would fear. It doesn't matter who it is. Makes no odds.
And just to mention one more time there about the good council in Drimna, that's where the Dublin Youth Club is for the youth darts. Absolutely brilliant setup out there. And they're bringing on the Dublin youth players on leaps and bounds, aren't they?
Oh dear, and I haven't had the time to do it, but I went down last Saturday to watch them, and geez, by hand I could pick out 7 players of youth age that are well matchable for our senior side. That says a lot already, and that's the progress that they're making. It's stepping stones all the way. So yes, Dublin is in a massive good place. I know other counties are doing the same. They're all following. It's great for the whole of Ireland. Let's call it that. But at the minute, I'm proud. Dublin, that's what we do.
Garrett, thanks very much for your time. Best of luck tomorrow and have a great night.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you.